Is a love story. Ooh. Our cursor's like a little claw. That's kind of cool. I guess new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Voice acting. Oh my god. Voice acting. Okay.
You're here to slay her.
I am. Slay. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world? Oh my god. Turn around and leave. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, let's go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Let's just beat the game.
Find
Let's
the
slay the
princess
princess.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Thank you. BBC with the BBG for the follow. What's up, man? Thanks for the fucking 5 minutes on the sub timer. Hola. What a fucking funny Twitch username. How you doing?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So, like, are we, So, are we the hero, or are we, like, some random asshole? So this is like a Stanley fucking Parable situation, I guess? Where, like, there's multiple... I'm not the hero. Interesting. Fucking interesting.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Damn,
The only
bitch needs
furniture
to
of
sweep.
note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That looks pretty pristine, I must admit. Pretty sharp.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do
Fucking
this right.
awesome. I mean, we gotta kill the fucking...
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess
you know?
and save the world without it.
Enter the bed. Oh my god, dude, we have a... Okay, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Oh fuck,
The
we're in the
air
Funger
feels
dungeon.
heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Hold on,
If the
Gabe.
princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Here, let me crop this so everybody can see better. I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Radical.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
What the fuck does that mean?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she's fucking.
There's a heavy
this is
chain
cool.
around her
Dude,
wrist,
this is really
binding her
cool.
to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I don't like the way you're talking to me, lady.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming.
I agree. Like, why are we doing this? I don't. I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak.
What do you
with the
mean,
princess
better
face to
judgment?
face.
You're not a
I-
better judgment.
Hello, motherfucker.
You perceived her as a threat, so she acts like one. Damn.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
What's up, Teddy?
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Of
You're going
course.
to need it.
Right.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Were you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
She's cynical. She's just. I don't think she's so much of a threat as she is, like, fucking horrifically cynical. Like, I understand she's looking at us with crazy fucking freaky bug eyes. But, like, if I was chained to a fucking wall for my entire life because somebody told me that I was a danger to all of humanity, I would be a cynical cunt too. Like, think about it from that perspective, chat. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know
But
where
what
to
if she's the
start.
demon in disguise? I mean, like, yeah, but... Yeah, like, is she shitting herself?
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's a good point, too.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me
Slay!
was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Okay.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
That's really true too.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said,
Why is the
all about
narrator's
trust.
word worth more than
Learn
hers,
to
though?
Trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust.
No, it's not about
This
trust.
is about
It's not about
risk.
risk either.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, God.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down
Too
here?
long.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around
Yeah,
here,
she's
and if
fucking
there
like...
isn't-
She's pissed off. I mean, I would be pissed off if the guy that came to stab me is just talking to me. Like, I'd be fucking pissed too.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
What do you fucking
She
mean?
isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
That's what... Yeah, I didn't want to pick this option in general.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to... Honestly, I think this is the better option.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I was like, yeah, it's fucked, but I can't trust her. I want to get to know her a little more. I want to make sure who I'm fucking dealing with. I don't think it's like... I don't think it's heinous to want to make sure that this bitch ain't gonna kill me the moment I unlock her.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier
Oh.
for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Oh, I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. I don't like the menacing aura. Can I pick your nose?
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You got boogers in there, lady.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
We don't have... Yeah, no.
I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I was already afraid I had committed to not select. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down
It'll be the
here.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Yeah, I don't know. This is wild. I'm leaving.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Yep, okay. Yep, I should have murdered her. I should have fucking murdered her.
This little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying.
Oh my
Like she's
fucking
less a
god.
princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh.
I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
This is fucked.
It doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of it was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're a monster.
These aren't threats. These are promises.
She could have left the whole time,
Sooner
yeah.
You're going to have to sleep. And I'll make
Which
sure
means
you
we
never
might
see the light of
actually
day.
be like... We should have killed her.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
I can make her worse. I can fix her,
You
guys.
jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves.
She's
First
my
your
sleep
toes go,
paralysis demon. Oh
then your
shit.
feet. Whose side are you on?
What's up, Vincent? How you doing?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Oh shit.
One silent
Oh my
footfall
God.
at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Girl, what?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Doing fire, nice.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
RIP. R.I.P. Well, wait, it can... We don't start over?
You're on a path in the woods.
We don't start
And
over?
at the end of
Wait.
that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a sense of deja vu. Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh.
Right.
What if he hears us?
Voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
I'm paranoid.
Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see if I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? This is a good question.
Very different
Good question.
questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
It's
All we
true.
did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay
Okay.
her.
I think this time we should
One of you
actually
poses a
stab
threat
her.
to the
I think we
world.
should actually
The
stab
other
her this time.
is, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh my god, it's not a loop, it's a fucking linear line of events.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any
It's a loop with the linear
You were
fucking
killed by the
line.
princess,
Holy
and
shit.
now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end?
Okay,
to
he isn't trying to
everyone and
incite
everything,
guilt on
just
us
like I told you
for
she
having
would.
a moral compass, and
If
I
she brought an end
do
to
not
everything
feel like
and everyone,
he
how
has
are we
elaborated
supposed to stop
enough
her?
to be able to
What
trust
do you
him.
want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll
Okay. Let's talk
just
about
be
this.
quick
princess.
about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. People locked her in that basement, and I told you.
I
it
think
was
only
places.
paranoia
It's
is her homie.
in
I
the
think
woods.
paranoia is making some pretty
Don't
cogent
overcomplicate things.
fucking arguments here, genuinely. Just being around her shut down all my organs. What the fuck am
Like
I
said,
supposed
if
to
she
do about
killed you,
that?
It was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
You both suck. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
No, it just gives me
The way
more
things
fucking
are.
questions.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative.
It is manipulative.
Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
We do. We need to leave. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
Told you
me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we
It's true
supposed to
too.
stop her?
No, literally, he's just sitting there like talking to
Not sound
himself.
like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
The fucking paranoid guy is
See the way he
right.
keeps
He's
pushing us?
right.
We have to get out of here.
This is.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath.
Turn around and leave.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you
Lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. He can read our brains. Okay, fine. I'll go talk. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I don't even think I want to dignify this fucking guy with a response.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
What fucking Coraline shit is
Everything's
this?
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Everyone died last time. I don't give a shit, man.
But fine, turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Everything's getting fuzzy.
What's going on? Where are we?
What the fuck is
It's finally
happening?
happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
What the fuck is happening? It's like hair. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. Denial. Return to your destined past or
You're
face...
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We're back to the beginning.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of...
You can skip previously dialogue by tab or LZ in my controller. Okay. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, we clearly have to take care of this bitch.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward.
What happens if I don't take the knife?
And whatever.
I don't know. Okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just go.
You
Let's
make your way
stab
up
her.
the short
Let's
path to the
fucking
cabin.
stab her. She's clearly
Warning.
dangerous.
Before you go any further, she will lie. We're not going to ignore
Okay.
him.
I think it'll be
The
Stab-a-thon.
blade is your The door to the basement creaks open.
We've
Her
seen
voice
that. We've
carries.
seen
Who's
that.
there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Hi, just checking in on you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
All
There's a
right, here
heavy
we
chain
go.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want.
Nah, I'm gonna
You
stab
ignore the
her.
trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm not
You
scared of
step
you,
forward,
bitch.
Your grip
I'm
on
a
the
little
blade
scared.
tightening as you steal.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Yeah,
And if that knife is the
you're
only weapon
fucking
you have,
deranged.
you'll have to
I'm
get
gonna
close
stab
enough to
you,
use it.
lady.
So, you should just drop it.
I have a
Best
feeling
not
that
to risk
stabbing her
finding
isn't
out
gonna
what I
do
can
anything. If she really is some like fucking demonic
She's
entity,
unarmed.
what the
If you
fuck is
hesitate
stabbing
now,
her
it'll be
gonna
too
do?
late. End this. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Slay the
Charge the
princess.
blade in hand, but unfortunately your
We
early
did it, gang,
suspicions
we
proved
won.
correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will,
Yeah!
you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding.
Oh, okay. Well, I did it. I slayed.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. So what's chapter 2? The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is
a princess.
You're here to slay.
Okay. But I already slew the princess.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to
Shut
life
up,
after dying,
man.
and the two
You're
of us are
gaslighting
meeting for the
me.
very
Stop
first
that.
time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
What's in the cheating?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us.
To death!
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's just go. Let's just go in.
A warning. She will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck.
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay. Is it gonna be different?
The
What
interior
the
of the cabin is
fuck?
a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and
What's
rub
with
your
our
hand against the
hand?
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right.
Oh, what the fuck? There you go. Why is our
It was a
hand
mirror
like
a
that?
second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I hate this place too. Should we take the blade? What do you guys think? Take the blade or enter the basement? I don't know what the fuck I unleashed.
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one.
Once again, I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed. But you're right, this would be a lot easier if you had the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently
Holy
jammed into
shit.
the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it. like
No
the smell
blade,
of
let's
fresh
ball.
blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Why the flip do I have a tier 1 sub for this channel? Because you're following it. And you got a sub. Congrats on your gift and enjoy your emotes.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Holy shit.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
This is so unsettling.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
No, you showed up for
She
a
just
Fear
wants
and
us to get
Hunger
close,
stream.
to let our guard down. Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Can we just talk things through, though? I don't have the key. Look, I know you're mad at me. I want to do the knife one.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife.
Yeah,
Where
take
do I
care.
have a
Good to see you
knife?
again, man. Enjoy your emotes.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to
That
cut
would-
you open and look at your insides.
I agree. That would be rather silly. A little goofy,
Okay,
even.
I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
You don't know that. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an
my
even
God.
wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
She's very armed right now.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Wow. Haha. What are you going to do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here.
She almost sounds like
Being
AI.
chained up is so boring, and I crave
Everyone knows
fashion
knives go in the
activities to
bra,
fill my
girl. It's so
horizons.
real.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just...
What if you're just hiding somewhere
I've
secret?
shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Uh-huh.
Her smile drops for a moment. Her expression sharp.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Oh,
I assure
completely
you,
trustworthy.
There's nothing hidden there.
Sure.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being suspicious.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
I'm sorry, lady. You did shut down my organs, and then you stabbed me.
Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here, but doesn't know
Birdface.
anything. He doesn't even
I'm a
have a
bird.
knife for stabbing. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting
After
stuck in
about
the-
last time? Yeah, absolutely.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I do have to hand it to her, that's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving? Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously... I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember. Yes, something is obviously
Where'd the
up.
voice of the
And we
paranoid
can
go?
all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hop.
Don't have a weapon. What happened after you died last time?
That doesn't sound like me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. I will
Okay.
continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I'm coming to free you.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Uh-huh.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions...
Last time, if somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
Oh, goody, she does.
But I don't remember it, so it must
Yeah, of
not
course.
have happened.
Yeah, of course. She does know. She does know. Yeah, okay. Nobody has to die. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we need to let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment.
Oh my god.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Holy shit.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run. You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying... We don't make it, do we? No. You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that.
Well,
Everything goes dark, and you die.
hooray! Chapter 3? Wait, there's a... Oh my
You're on a
god.
path in the woods. No, you're what?
What?
The
What the
interior of the cabin is sharp, but constricted. I feel dizzy.
Wait, sorry guys, hold on. There you go. Voice of the cheated, no, fuck that. If we're gonna be doing this over and over again, we're not starting in the goddamn woods every time we're starting at the fucking cabin. You're what? Okay. The interior of the cabin is sharp, constricting, massive, curved, and battered sheet metal. Pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me, what just happened? What did you just do?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Wow.
Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is
The
actually
contrarian!
about having fun. Is this fun for you? It's not fun for
Mr.
me. I
Monk?
don't like being sliced to pieces. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted
Oh my
to think of
God.
a single person.
This is
Lonely fate of
insane.
the world. Let's just stay focused, shall
How
we?
did I get 3 at once? I don't
The
know.
furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window. What? That blade is the only edge we have. We aren't too late, because we already did it. Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world... Yes.
Oh
He's
my god.
horribly
Okay.
unfair. He
Well,
shouldn't
fuck
let
us, I
just
guess.
do things like that. You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out. how
So
to-
everything is becoming like the voices of reason inside of us are becoming like more in
What's done
control
is done.
than
I suggest you
ourselves.
make the best of it. You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Right, isn't this fucking cool? Oh my goodness.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this.
This is so fucking interesting.
Oh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Well, we don't have a knife. We can't even
You
kill it.
step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you
Okay, so
skidding
we
to
took
the
a
bottom.
tumble.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, Riley smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny! That's a joke! I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that.
So
I decided
real.
to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so
I love the art style, right? We perceived her as this threat. She stabbed us with a knife, and now everything is sharp. She is sharp. The art style is sharp.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt
She's
twin
got, like,
blades
Psycho
glistening
Mantis
with red
cyberpunk
blood,
arms.
The empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What are we doing?
I'm going to appeal to her authority, pop her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. I'm going to go with not letting her stab us. We can dodge, right? Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. Okay. Do we do the reasonable thing or do we flirt? Flirt.
Now that is an interesting move.
Let's flirt. Hey, baby girl. Let's see if we have friends.
Interesting? It's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not? I don't think so. I could go either way, honestly.
She doesn't want us.
You're just saying that because you want her to be into you.
I know. I thought I was being obvious.
I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you romantically even. Maybe we could hash this over a date. Give her the look? How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? What is this, like the smolder? Like the fucking Flynn Rider smolder? The dinner option? There's 2 dinner options. Which one do we do? Start mewing. Okay, let's mew.
The look. Yeah, the best flirts know how to flirt without saying anything. We just have to let her know, right? You flash the princess the look, and a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you, but now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Oh, okay.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you and skewers you. Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died.
Surely we would have known if we
Right.
died.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead.
This is
dead,
insane,
dead,
dude. This whole
dead,
game is
dead.
insane.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely...
We're not dead.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes. That. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh my god.
Come on, show me something
Why didn't she
new.
kill us? I'm going with not letting her... She has swords for arms. We don't. We're panicking. We're going to let her stab us. We'll have the stiff... We can dodge. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs and your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires.
Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you. More noise isn't helping. It's just making it harder to focus.
This is wild.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
This is insane.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. We don't even have a weapon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, some clod threw it out the window.
Fucking contrarian.
Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Uh-huh.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
We died. Cool. Chapter 4 already. Oh my god, how many? We only got 2 chapters the first time. We got 4 this time.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who
Fucking.
needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter. with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
This whole thing
Sure
is
you don't want me to describe
insane.
the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care. Just want to see how this ends. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
I guess
But I
so.
guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Yeah, I think she likes us, gang. I think
I got
maybe
something
she'll let
ready
us
for
take
you
her
while
out
we're gone.
to a nice
Do you
dinner.
wanna see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And
I don't
not
know
for
if
very
she's an
long,
Italian
because
girl.
I'm going to do it right now.
But are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yeah, describe her thing.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists.
Oh, yeah,
sticking
yeah, that's
into red
awesome, Gabe.
beams of raw
Oh,
meat as
you're
it
so
stretches
peaky. I'm
and
so booba. Let's work it out.
erupts.
Yeah, dude, that's
Blood and
awesome.
viscera,
Wow.
Pieces of her splattering against the wall.
Ba ba boom. You
In the
look
center of the
beautiful.
room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Yeah, is dating still on the table? I could take you to like a knife throwing range.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Yeah, girl, let's go.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
I agree.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I
Shut up,
hate
Broken.
We're screwed.
There's too many hoes in my head.
What just
I'm
happened?
taking my Seroquel.
It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form, and yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing
It's
at.
worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward in the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. Allow a sharp foe to vanquish herself. The din shrieking metal subsides and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Not another word is spoken. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body, it's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is an entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hi, Tula. You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought it was a dream. What are you? The gift of the fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world?
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Can I still date this? You want to go to the Olive Garden? You can hold so many breadsticks. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Well, I don't know what I am. I'm a person. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make
Girl,
my
I
own.
just want to know if you want to go bowling. I imagine you could hold a bunch of balls. Maybe we could play like an entire lane, like all of the lanes at once.
This
Do you
one
like
sharp
bowling? I
and
mean, I don't see any
single-minded.
feet on you. I don't know if
She
you
is
can,
cruelty,
bowl without
but she
shoes,
is
but
also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
that's great. But like, do you want to go roller
Do
skating?
not
Like,
warn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
hey girl, want to play Wii Sports? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never
Do you
be
like
unshed.
vaping? Do you want
This
to
is
weed?
not a
Like I
place
could
that
get
can
you a
hold a
joint,
fragment of a
girl, you
concept.
know?
The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Yeah, like... But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yeah, it does, actually.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. I know only that they are. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps...
Okay, so I think this is the game. This is the game. Hear me out. Do not confirm or deny me, people who have seen this. We have to continue. We have to continue to play the game, is what this is alluding. What it's alluding is that we have to go into the game further, find more versions of the princess based off of our own psychological psyche, and free her, give them to this entity that is overlooking multitudes of timelines. So I think what it's like saying is that we need to continue to have experiences with the princess, and she will become different things based off of our own impressions and things like that. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we
Okay. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
God, that's how I fucking feel. How much will I forget? I was sending you to slay the princess to stop her.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy.
Okay. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help
How
you?
can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time.
Wait forever? Or okay, make me forget? What do you guys think? Because, like, think how many hand jobs I can get if I just sit here, you know? Like, think of the hand jobs. You know, like... Let's keep going, keep waiting.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box...
Girl, why are you
will
talking
become
about a
another
box?
you in another world?
An imaginary
An
pattern.
imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by
Yeah,
your
can
side
I put you in a
until
box
you're
and
ready
take you to
to
Olive
return
Garden?
to mine.
The game fucking crashed. The game crashed. Which I think is intentional. I think it's, yeah. Usually how these games work.
You have returned to me.
Oh my
Though
god.
you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
The attempt to outweigh destiny. How much will I forget? Okay, make me forget.
Everything. Until we meet again. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Great. And we're back.
You're on a path in the woods.
And we're back.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. We did the violent thing. Why don't we be passive this time? Yeah, like, let's be completely, utterly passive and against the narrator this time. No stabbing, no knives. We want to take her on a date to Olive Garden, chat.
You're here to slay her.
Killing a princess seems
Does
kind of
it?
bad.
Are you a monarchist?
No!
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
Right.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Slaying anyone sucks. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling. I'm just gonna continue to the cabin.
You make your way up. A warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is ablaze.
We know that. We're gonna enter the basement without it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she's timid.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
So true.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Hi, Bestie. What's up?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chain somewhere in the cabin. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding in.
Oh my god! We just got locked in the
Someone else
basement.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken
We just
the
got
blade
fucking locked
like
in.
you were supposed to.
Hey, Glitchy.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They totally did, girly pop.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trap.
You know what, girl? Yeah, you do you, babe. Yeah, she really wants to go to this Olive Garden, okay? Like,
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
let's save the princess.
Fine.
Let's save her. Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
I'm sorry, girly. I'll get.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack
You
through
should
bone.
ripping her fucking arm off.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a
Oh,
sound
we have-
through the whole ordeal.
We have bloody...
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I have blood on my cursor. That's so cool.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No.
Oh, he's
I
the
can't just
villain
let
now.
her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess
Evil
dodges,
narrator. Good for
stumbling
you.
back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
Nope.
As your body remains
Nope,
frozen
I'm
in
not
stubborn
doing
resistance,
this.
the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
It isn't me, girl boss.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Oh shit. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into
Wow,
your
the
body.
narrator's pretty fucked, man.
I'm sorry.
She
It's
doesn't
okay,
mind
girly
using it,
pop.
Does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound.
I'm so sorry.
Aw, it's okay, girly.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs
Oh, you guys like each other, but are doomed by
Princess
narration.
stares
Literally.
down your ruined chest as
Yeah,
tears
I love
of
you,
units of
BBG. I'll
blood
catch you in the next timeline, okay?
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of everything goes dark, and you die.
I died. Rip. The damsel. Okay, so this is kind of like the opposite of what we did
You're
last
on a
time.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
Yeah,
The four
damn
of us will
straight.
be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
This,
See
it's
about
our
that?
beloved. We're taking
Whatever,
her to
just be
Olive
sure
Garden.
ignore him
Damn straight.
Specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be
Can't
trusted.
believe we ended up
Her
prison.
beauty is the only thing in the
I
world.
hope everyone's
we can
enjoying the
believe
game,
in.
by the way. I'm having a lot of fun with this.
I
I'm
think
glad
we've already been
I'm
over
glad we
this.
decided to
Pretty
play
sure
it.
he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
What we got going on? So we got a hero
The interior of the
fantasy.
cabin is clean and elegant, its stone
Wow.
walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Focus on the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand. There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I wonder if she has her own voices. I mean, imagine she does. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed
Wow.
carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim
It's
firelight.
very, like, fairy
But it's still a stone
tale-esque.
basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Damn straight there
Her
is.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Keeps these torches
I
light. I
can
don't
hear
know.
wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We
Yeah,
barely even know the
kind of
princess.
freaky there, buddy.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
She's
chain around
extra
her wrist,
princess.
binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Baby girl!
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you. Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense.
So
Our
true, it
brother's
was
hands
self-defense.
remain
It was
unstained.
self-defense.
Died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is
Oh well. Oh well.
horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Damn
Now,
straight.
Hold on, if she actually ended...
We're going to Olive
Sure
Garden.
we want to do this? You sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let
Yeah, she
anyone
is our
convince
world.
us
So
otherwise.
true. To the Olive Garden
Are
with
you
thee.
listening to him? He's lost it. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thanks, baby girl. I appreciate you. You're gonna have so many
She took
breadsticks.
that in stride. To a surprising
Endless,
extent.
endless soup and salad.
Almost unsettling
Endless soup
extent,
and
actually.
salad for you, my love.
That's because she's perfect. Do you
She's
think she
perfect.
has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. no one else like me.
Well, then why are you in
I
my
think
brain?
he's
Go
right,
away.
Because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh, okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll
So
be able
true.
to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just... Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
That is a little weird, I must
She
say.
didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
This is a little male
No,
gazy.
you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh no.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
The smitten
My
is
heart
misogynistic
goes further
sex
with every
pest.
word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That...
I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. No, I don't want the world to end. Honestly, the world
I
sucks.
can't believe that
The people are
The
plagued.
world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Hooray!
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world.
Hooray!
But I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us...
That's our... Yeah,
by
exactly.
destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
You killed me the last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do
I'm
that,
sorry.
princess?
Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just...
No, I'm okay.
No.
Let's rescue her.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest...
We were
I
trying to
will
kill her, she gets a
deny life
pass.
without a second
We
thought.
support women's rights and wrongs,
You
chat.
wouldn't.
Don't you know it?
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Yeah, she's very male gaze in this.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Hooray!
Only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back.
Why
and
would I wanna
everyone
do
out
that?
There would be saved.
Why would I want to do that?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love?
Damn straight!
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has
Who's
never
never felt love in his heart.
heart.
Baby girl, I'm taking you to Olive Garden.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong.
What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if you're so gullible? He's the only thing you've ever
Hello,
doubted. the actual
motherfucker.
truth.
Hey, Shiji, how you doing?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
has been diffused.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want the world to end? Just want to leave, we can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. I want you to tell me what you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Guys. She's becoming more Moe.
Makes sense to me.
You have to want something more than to just make me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You can't base your entire happiness around me. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see
Holy
the problem
shit.
here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only one?
Oh. Okay. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Of course you're scared, but this is not the end for you. But it's not the end for me. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while?
Voices feel small and distant as you approach. Gaze in your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but what the mirror remains, it's time for you to see what's in it. The bloat, you've grown. You find yourself once again in the long quiet. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you
Is a
changed?
child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Look at how fucked the hands are. Oh my god. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult
So,
for me.
hold on.
They never fully weave what I wish
Here's
to
my
say.
theory about this. About this
You don't
princess
like
in
my
particular, this
answers.
damsel.
Then you need
The
to
damsel
ask me
is the male
questions.
gaze, right? Is the nightly male gaze of the smitten. It's the counterpart of the smitten, which means that he sees her as the damsel in distress, and therefore she becomes slowly more and more simplified over time because he wants a simple woman that wants to make him happy. And that is the mindset that is reflected upon the princess as we continue to interact with her. It's commentary on the male gaze.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Yes, we saw her as a threat the first time, right? So she became this eldritch, this eldritch sort of knife beast, right? So this is another thing. We decided to see her in her most innocent. And what did she become? The most simple and devoid. Perception shapes reality. What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, if an invisible wall closes around me, you have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Like in fairy tales, right? The woman is always the princess, the damsel, unable to help herself. And in a way, it's created this sort of dichotomy where it's woke or wrong of women to stand up for themselves, be defiant or cynical, or look at things with a contrarian viewpoint. So in a way, this is a commentary on the irony of the damsel in distress trope. These are all tropes. These are all fictional tropes that are turned on their heads and dissected in a philosophical way, while simultaneously having this weird ARG-esque, possibly like, you know, eldritch nightmare thing sort of added into it.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Let's make her a person and take her out to Olive Garden. Exactly.
I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is all done. Do you know what I want? Do you know what you want to do? You know that this is the end.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My water, you will have your rest in due time. And
I'm sorry for the burdens. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but we will meet again.
We will meet again. Okay. This is really good. Good night, Alex. How is everybody, by the way? Welcome on in. Welcome to Slay the Princess.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the...
This is fucking nuts, dude. So I think we can do one more. I do have to let my PC cool down. I'm doing a extermination tomorrow. Like an actual full, like they're coming into my house, which means I am going to have to turn my PC off and, you know, pull my carpets out. Stream is going to have a pin in it. However, it shouldn't be longer than, you know, the next couple hours to, like, they're going to be showing up in the morning, right? Which means we will be back probably around the earliest 5, the latest probably 7. It just depends how long it takes, things like that. So we'll do one more. And then we will, you know, call it for the evening, let everything cool the fuck down, and then we'll pick the subathon back up after. Tomorrow.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Exactly. So, what should we do next? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will... We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Okay, so we're gonna go in again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade. You take the blade. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain on... She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What's even left? I think there's a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Okay.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Okay.
The blade tumbles
we have it.
trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Yeah, like we haven't dropped the knife
Thank
yet.
you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How long have you been down there? A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
How long have you been down here?
Oh, have you decided what...
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them
Non-male
apart.
gaze style, exactly.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
We'll try to get her out without, you know,
We'll
eliciting
lock the
male
princess
gaze,
away
I
down
think,
here,
is the
intended
next...
for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chambers
Okay,
somewhere in the
there's no key still. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
So real.
You
Okay.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear
Okay,
the
so
click
we're
of a
locked
lock
in again.
sliding into place.
We're locked in again.
Someone else hit. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The
They
knife.
did.
Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna save her.
Against your better judgment,
Okay.
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade
Alright,
is
we got her
sharp, and you
out.
make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just... As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Okay.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay. So this is the narrator. We're gonna warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly
Good.
moves out of the way
Good,
before
good,
you
good.
can connect.
This is new.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the
She's just
blade.
like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing?
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
I think you
And
will.
then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
How's she gonna get out of there though?
This
Without
is the
us?
end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Chapter 2: The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will... Yes, yes. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Oh, wink. Okay. Skeptic, I see.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay. The music is a little creepy. I do agree with you.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Uh-oh.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls and thick, wrought iron bars barricade
dark
the windows,
fantasy this
reminding
time.
anyone who enters. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror. It's
Reach
gone.
for the and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Enter the basement. This is a first-time playthrough. How you doing,
I'm afraid I'm
Nico?
going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a
We're
purely
on our third, I
hypothetical
think, here.
Yes.
turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Okay.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
That's
No,
true.
You don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Okay. In we go. In we go, gamers.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to
Ooh,
vaguely
so it's not
illuminate
bougie,
your
it's
path,
kind of like in the
dancing
middle.
across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
We have done the one where she becomes a bunch of fucking knives and explodes and stabs us a million times. And then like all the fucking voices are there. And we just did the male fantasy like, oh, I love you, like the damsel. We did the razor and the damsel.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
She gets visitors?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay, so she's extra
looks up
chained
at you,
up.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Well, we didn't really do the nightmare because we didn't meet her. What?
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to
Guys,
serve a
please don't
distinct
spoil shit
purpose,
for me.
there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
So true.
Bomb has been defused.
Hi Jay, how you doing?
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife.
Even the crown looks
What are you
like
going to
chains.
do
You're
with
right.
it? Why are you here?
She's very inquisitive.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I don't think she
Or does she
is.
think she'd survive a beheading?
Yep.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her, unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Okay, I've been here before. Am I the only one? How am I supposed to cut you out? You don't notice your head is in a shackle too. Let's do this one.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
I'm
We'll
sure
leave
there's an
you
option to do that and we
ambulatory
fuck
if you're
it.
going
I don't
to
wanna
save
I don't
the
wanna
world.
fuck with that. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? How am I supposed to cut you out?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone.
There's no
There's
guarantee.
no guarantee that
So
what's
there's
good for
there's
her
an
is good
air
for
of
us.
mistrust. It's skeptic. So she's shackled to the wall because he doesn't fully trust her.
So, what
and
should
that's
we do?
why the extra shackles and things.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. That doesn't sound great. There are none.
Shut up, narrator.
Pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have reason to distrust you. I'm not giving you a weapon. In case you've forgotten, you killed it with me. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. You just give her the fucking knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
What happened after I died last time? I'm not giving you a weapon. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
Guys, she's being demanding of me and I want to give it to her. I want to, please.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
Okay.
She doesn't beat around.
She's setting her. She's setting her boundaries. She's setting her boundaries. I love a queen that can set her boundaries.
Yes, it's almost
sure.
like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on
No,
others.
that's not what she means. That's not what she means, narrator. She has just as much of a reason to not trust us as we have no reason to trust her. It makes sense that she would attack us if we approach her with a knife.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
Yeah, she's being like the most
So you've
reasonable
already
she's ever been.
here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from the situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were.
She threatened us
I really shouldn't
because
say anything
we
else. I was
said
gonna
we
make
weren't
it
going to give her
worse.
the knife and we could cut her out ourselves.
Good luck.
If a guy came up to me, I was shackled to a wall, and he has a knife, and he's like, I can't trust you to cut out your own fucking hands, I'm going to do it for you. I would strangle that guy too.
If you
I
knew
would strangle that
why
person
didn't you tell
too.
us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Damn.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
I don't have time to sympathize with the narrator right now, I'm sorry.
You're lucky. so don't waste that luck by messing it up. Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your
This
mind
girl's
will
like,
swim
is
into
this guy done
dangerous
talking to
waters.
himself about
Even
himself?
saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine.
I
Ain't got another
can
word from
fuck
me
with
on the matter.
that. The skeptic's
Yeah,
fine. I understand
sure.
why the guy's a
We'll
skeptic.
see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Yeah, she's like,
You
stop
shouldn't
fucking
be
listening to the
daydreaming.
voices in your head, baby girl. If you don't give up now, then I have no choice but to slay you. You're the one in chains. If anyone should be negotiating here, it's not you, it's me.
Usually you'd be right, but this isn't exactly a usual situation. I'm not someone you can wait out. We've already been over this. I'm more patient than you'll ever be.
Okay. Okay, I'm trusting you. I feel like trusting her is the wrong thing to do. Leave the princess in the basement? I feel like we shouldn't trust her, right? We are the skeptic. It goes against the skeptic's nature to trust her. I feel like we're gonna get fucking murdered if we allow her out with the knife.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
Do it.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
If you want to leave, going to be the one with the weapon. Fucking okay.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it
Literally,
went?
let the girl cut
I
herself
remember,
out.
But she killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world. Right? I've already tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little. I think you got your point across. You slide the blade across the floor.
There you
The
go.
princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh, okay.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Hooray.
She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Yeah, rad, okay.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until
Radical!
finally
Very
falls to the
nice!
floor, completely free.
Nice!
It bounces a few times before
She's
rolling to a
beautiful!
stop at your feet.
She's gorgeous. So no head? So no head.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward.
I don't
Stop
fucking
reading
care
into
about the
things.
reward,
danger is
dude.
past. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
Me neither.
I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already? Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Futurama situation, exactly. This is just Richard Nixon.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal?
Shut the fuck up.
door
The
to
narrator
your
is
bountiful
so
reward is right
annoying.
in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
There we go, baby.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Maybe it was just the end of his. He's using us to save himself.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would
Hi,
know what to do.
Kathy.
I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Here you go. Fantastic. But you do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end, not for you.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Bye.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you see what's in it. I'm withered. You find yourself in long quiet once again. Let's go see our girlfriend. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new.
So no
And to
head?
look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Well, I wonder what she could do with all them hands. Hold millions of Olive Garden breadsticks when we take our baby girl to Olive Garden. Can't be a contradiction. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
She doesn't need to be protected. Have you figured out what you want when we finished? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Only for holding breadsticks. No eating, only holding. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen.
So these are these like how we have learning experiences that shape our personality and behavior?
My attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
You can't.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves.
Yeah, watch out, General
But
Grievous.
none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with.
Okay, even
if
if
I
I did,
did,
I would never tarnish.
I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. We will know when we near our destination.
My name is Jeff.
Thank you, Nicoline, for the follow. Oh my goodness. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow.
You just
and
added
my
5 minutes to our
streets
self-timer.
bustle.
Thanks so much.
There are no words that can describe me.
I just want her to be happy too.
existence.
So
There is
I have
no
theories, and
logic
I'll
that
share
can
my
bind
theories
my
because this is the
multitude
last
of
route that we're
voices.
doing today. I think. I have to. It's my boyfriend's birthday, and I told him that I was gonna take him out and things like that. So we will be back tomorrow. We will pick this up again, but like I'm not quite ready to leave yet. Like just give me a minute.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change and grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I am ready to go back.
I will be here
when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Let me save right here. And then we can pick it up. So let me freaking let me say what I've been thinking here. So I think these two are doomed lovers in a curse. Just in general. I think we are either this entity is in love with us and we cannot remember them, and we are both doomed in this cycle and we have to make them whole to remember who we are as people, simultaneously while not losing ourselves. At least that's my theory. We bring her reflections of who she used to be or once was. There's a lot of very Stanley Parable-esque route exploration to do. We have so many. We've only been playing for about 2.5 fucking hours, gamers, and we only have 11 out of 97 of the achievements. There is genuinely so much to get through with this game. We will be continuing it the moment that we pick the subathon back up. And this is fantastic. There's so much more to look at, and we will pick up. My ideas about this are great. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad I'm hopefully getting like the premise of the story. I hope everyone's enjoying the playthrough. I wish I could keep going, but you know, it is my boyfriend's birthday and I do want to go and treat him. And I also have a bedbug fumigation tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow to continue the subathon. And for any new viewers, we're doing a subathon. If you don't know what a subathon is, effectively, a subathon is an event that continues as long as there's time on this timer. Because we're a smaller streamer, I do pauses and things like that. And, you know, in case of emergencies or things that need done in my life, we will pick up tomorrow, probably around 5 p.m.-ish, probably around the earliest times, 4 or 5. But I do have a fumigation tomorrow, which is why I can't just go out to eat and come back. I have to, you know, clean my house and have everything look good. And I don't want to put that on him alone for his birthday. So we're going to go out to eat and things like that. But I hope everybody comes back. If you guys would like updates in terms of the subathon, here's the Discord. We will be immediately jumping back into this game. I am hooked, to say the least. This is fucking amazing. Like genuinely so wonderful and so interesting, and I cannot wait to keep playing it. Oh my god, like I'm just digesting a lot of it, right? Like it's just, there's something so existentially profound about this woman just sort of listlessly floating through this almost like imprisonment of the psyche while simultaneously being physically imprisoned in this loop and this you know physical prison. It's very interesting. I have a feeling also that it is much less of a story of me and her and much more of a story of the narrator and the entity. So I hope everybody comes back tomorrow, genuinely. And like this is the beginning. I just want to say to anyone who is new or an old viewer, this is the turn of playing more weird fucking content. I want to play more weird content more often, and I just want to say like thank you so much for wanting to watch me play weird fuck content. It genuinely means so much. If you join the Discord and follow Daisy, you get a stick of fake dynamite that you should totally not expose to an open flame so it doesn't melt. So true. So fucking true. This is so fun. I genuinely am so excited to play so many more like weird indie fucking games. I'm so glad that people are here to experience it with us, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Also, I just want to say before I go for the you know 24-hour period to let my fucking PC cool off and everything. I just want to say like thank you. This is the most successful subathon I've ever had. It's not the longest subathon we've had, but it's definitely like the biggest subathon I've ever experienced. We are currently sitting at 624 subscribers. Like, that is insane. This is fucking wild, gamers, just to say the least. And I really want to express just like my utmost sincerity and my utmost thanks to everyone who comes and supports this fucking awesome event and the growth of this community. Oh, I know it says it. It has to get updated. But we will be back. We will be continuing, and I welcome all the new viewers. If this is your first subathon, welcome. We still have at max another 6 days. Thank you. I try to be really engaged with the content that I look at. I find that like when you're not actually locked the fuck into the things that you're looking at, it makes you kind of, I think that makes it for a worse stream. I know when I watch streamers, I'm looking to see them engage with my favorite content or a game that I really like. You know, that's the beauty of streamers, right? You get to revisit things through a new perspective, a new lens. And I think that's why streaming is so important, and playthrough sort of people are so important, because it provides a new perspective, whether it be on an indie game, new theories, new anything, or, you know, like a game like Animal Crossing. I also play Animal Crossing. I do a bunch of Nintendo stuff, but like with Animal Crossing, it's so open world in a way, you know, like sandbox, that you can find new things to do and new perspectives of how to play the game and how to do things and how to look at things. And it's so important. It's so important to be able to critically explore things from different lenses, I guess. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. We will fucking pick this shit up tomorrow. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Suika breakfast. Sound good? Sound good, everybody? Feel free to join the Discord. I'll be updating and stuff. I'll put an update out for the people that aren't here where the stream goes. And if people are confused where the stream goes, please let them know. I am so utterly excited to continue exploring this awesome fucking experience. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 25. And I'm gonna go get some fucking dinner with Matt. Okay. Good night, gamers. I love you.